a place where we
The first time I saw Judy, well, it was at Rocky Mountain National Park at the gift shop, and she was working a cashier stand, and I was a stock boy, and I looked over and I said, "That's a very cute girl," very cute. And I was thinking, well, I wonder how I can, start a conversation with her.
The first time I saw Rick was when we were both working up at Rocky Mountain National Park at a gift shop. And he came up with a group and they introduced him as Rick. But his name tag said Stephen. And so I thought, oh, I could talk to him about that. That's something, a conversation starter. And so later on, I asked him about that, and he explained the whole deal that, his real name was Stephen, and that's why they made the name tag like that, but that he went by Rick because his real name was Stephen Frederick. And so thought that was interesting, and that kind of got us going.
See if you're free to run away with me. To run away with me.
So our first date was a hike, actually, to
Lulu City, which was an abandoned ghost town
in Rocky Mountain National Park. And we had a day off together, and we thought, well, what do you want to do? And let's go for a hike.
It was an easy hike. It was just the two of us, and we finally found it. Wasn't much, but we found it.
So that was our first date, a hike back to Lulu City. We had been dating each other long distance, and we really felt like we were meant for each other.
It was in the fall of 1973, and we'd only, known each other for maybe 3 months.
I went out and got a ring, and we set it up so that I would meet with her at a football game.
We met at an Ohio State football game
At Indiana University.
I remember I had driven up from Missouri and he had driven down from Ohio, and we met there on a Saturday, I guess, to see the football game. And I remember we were sitting around a fountain on campus there, and
And I asked her to be my wife.
I didn't know he would, give it to me then, but he did.
Away with me. To run away with
Favorite memory from our honeymoon. Okay, so this is kind of a funny memory, but it's one of my favorites. We got off to our honeymoon up to Estes Park,
Went up into the mountains to stay at a cabin.
and we didn't have much time for our honeymoon.
Got up there, and we were going to hike a little bit the next day. We didn't have much time because then we had to start driving back to Ohio because he had summer classes at the college.
And I don't know how exactly it happened, but
We discovered the next day that he had no shoes other than his white Bucks, which he had gotten married in.
I had forgotten my suitcase or most of my clothes. And so the only shoes I had for our honeymoon were my white Bucks that I wore at the wedding.
And so we have a picture of him on a rock, by this stream, but he has his white Bucks on. So we couldn't really go hiking.
So that was pretty goofy because I had no other choice. And we didn't have much money, so it wasn't like we were going to go out and buy another pair of shoes.
We had a great time anyway, and had to kind of go home early. My mom thought there was something wrong when we arrived earlier than we had planned to, get going on our Ohio trip.
Judy's best qualities. Well, she's a lover of people. She really cares for people. and she cares for people well. She always, I would say, to the point of chases friends, to the point of just loving them. So that's a great quality. She obviously is wonderful in the kitchen. She's a great cook, and I have enjoyed that for 50 years. Yeah, yeah, and she's got a lot of other great qualities, and she's just been my best friend for a long time.
Oh, Rick's best qualities. He's a nice guy. He's very understanding and gracious about mistakes or things like that. He doesn't get mad easily and isn't very critical. So, and he's a great dad, very supportive husband, and we get along real well.
The stars when it's gone. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me.
What makes our relationship unique? Wow, that's tough, because then you're kind of comparing your relationship with others. We have a lot of friends that fortunately have been married for many years, some more than us. And I think probably there's more similarities than uniqueness. Just the idea of the, get along on a daily basis and love each other, as we go through life, and make it work. It's important.
I think that our faith has played a big part in the success of our marriage, and I just don't know how that we would have gotten through some of the things that we have had to experience over the years without Jesus, and that's really helped. One thing that he's taught me is that if I want him to lead, I shouldn't try to control everything, because that shuts him down. So sometimes I want to.
Well, God's really taught me that anything in life, it takes work, and it takes a lot of love and attention, and it doesn't just happen. But good things come out of that which we work hard at, and I think that's probably what God has taught me.
To run away with me. To run away with me. Away with me.
Just to respect the other person, listen, be there, and just be concerned about whatever they're concerned about.
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got right?